Welcome back to the channel of Coach EmRatthich. This is the Pink Sunday video. Today I will talk about a very important concept in table tennis, Yin Pai. So what is Yin Pai and why it is so important? If you know this concept, you will improve very fast. Yin Pai is the main difference between a pro player and an amateur player. Professional players know how to prepare before the stroke and then they make the quality shots. While new players always said, "I don't have time, the ball is too fast." Both pro player and amateur player have the same amount of time before the stroke, but pro player know how to use this time and amateur just waste this precious time. So today we learn how to prepare the shot using the Chinese tip Yin Pai. Chinese philosophies in table tennis. I have presented some principal Chinese philosophies in table tennis: power from the ground, hit by the legs, timing and acceleration, using the wrist, etc. Yin Pai is how Chinese players prepare before hitting the ball. It is another fundamental in Chinese table tennis coaching that you should know. By applying this Chinese concept, a player said, "Thank you for making these videos. I had a few coaches in the United States and spent a lot of money, and I didn't learn as much as from your work. Amazing. And in 2 weeks watching and applying 5 key points, my rating went 200 points up. Please continue with your great videos." Thank you. I'm very happy that my videos help you improve your table tennis. You will improve even faster by applying today's tip Yin Pai, how to prepare for the stroke and increase the quality of the shots. Another player emailed me, "I am a fan of your coaching. I'm searching where you said something about how to use the wrist in forehand and also in backhand. I have made a video recently about using the wrist in the forehand loop. Look above for the link." And this is how pro players use the wrist in the backhand stroke. Look at Zhaozhao how he rotates his wrist in the backhand flick technique. What is Yin Pai in table tennis? You can hear in many Chinese table tennis coaching videos the word Yin Pai.
引拍的方向，引拍的方向，引拍的方向，它和攻球的方向是不同的。那么我们在拉下旋球的时候呢，我们引拍是往你的右后下来引拍，拍。那么球拍的拍面要低于我们攻球的引拍的拍面，所以在引拍的
Chinese coach emphasize a lot this step in Pai because it is really important. This step decides the quality of the shots.
先往上，再往前的这么一个路线。大家在打球的时候。
In is to flow, to let come in. It is like you let water come in a channel. Pai is your racket, so Yin Pai is to let your racket flow or to bring back your racket naturally and to make the space before hitting the ball. But the Chinese philosophy focuses on let it flow, so you need to do it naturally, fluidly, in the relaxed way. Some amateur players forget to Yin Pai, so don't have enough time to hit the next ball properly, or some player Yin Pai at the last moment, suddenly and in a forced way, so they can't accelerate at the right moment and the quality of the shot decreases. So the verb in is very important. It should be translated as let it flow, but not only bring back your racket. It shares the same concept of Bruce Lee. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. Be water, my friend. How to do Yin Pai Chinese table tennis coaching. Chinese players focus a lot on this step in Pai because with this step a player can hit the ball consistently and powerful. It is not only just bring back your racket, but there are 3 steps to do the correct Yin Pai.
踩入地之后，然后再去蹬腿折腰发力。这个引拍的时候，还有一个这个引拍的时候，这个手跟腿一定要同步。引拍是用重心对。
First, you need to estimate where the ball will bounce up and get the optimal position. This job is done by your footwork. Second, you need to do the weight transfer. You need to lower your body. The body mass is transferred from the right foot to the left foot. By doing that, your elbow and the racket is followed naturally. This is the heart of the action in to follow. And third, at the last moment, contract and send all of this power. Begin from the legs to the waist, from the elbow to your hand and the racket. The effect of Yin Pai to the stroke. Can you see that? Amazing! The Chinese coach Yin Pai and hit the ball without forcing, fluidly. He starts slowly, easily, but the ball is crazy fast. The kick effect is huge. The ball is fast and has a loud bounce. Very difficult to block his ball. Now you understand that table tennis is very technical. You don't need to hit violently to make the ball fast, but you need to play fluidly. But with a proper technique, you can make a quality shot, fast and spinny. That is why you need a very good coach who can teach you the correct technique, step by step. The concept of Yin Pai is very important. Well prepared for the shot. Let the ball come in to follow, and then transfer the power at the last moment. Some amateur players don't let the ball come and hit too soon. This is a very bad habit. Each time you do it, remember this concept in Pai. Let the water come into the channel. Don't rush. Yin Pai increases not only the consistency of the shot, but also the power of your attack. Look how Fan Qiandong well prepared before looping the backspin ball. So let's learn how to Yin Pai to pivot at the left corner. The principle of Yin Pai in this case is the same. First, you need to use the 2-step footwork to move around the corner. Look at my videos for this footwork pattern. And then you need to put your body mass on the right foot. Lower your racket below the table. And then transfer the weight from the right foot to the left foot. Rotate the hip and snap the elbow. All of this power is sent to your racket and hit the ball. So if you don't Yin Pai, how can you have this power? So Yin Pai is the first step that you need to do. If you are new, learn the technique step by step and you will improve very fast. If you are not new and form a bad habit, change it, learn from the beginning. Can you see his technique? He plays easily, relaxed, but the ball is very fast and spinny. Because he Yin Pai and let the ball come in, and then rotate to hit the ball. I really like this concept in Pai because it can improve my young players quickly. And now let's learn how to Yin Pai with the ball at the right corner. Again, don't rush. Rushing is a very bad habit that many new players make. You need to do the technique step by step. Remember, table tennis is very technical. You also need to move correctly to the optimal position. Normally, you can apply the quick jump footwork pattern, and again, lower your racket below the table. Let the ball come in Yin Pai and put the weight on the right foot to store the energy.
并步过来之后踩地，然后重心放好，然后手一定要去往前迎住球，迎住球之后，然后用重心的力量往前顶，然后
And then rotate and hit the ball forward. Now release the energy and accelerate to push into the ball. This way you can make a fast and spinny ball. Remember, if you are new, make the spinny ball first because the spin is consistency.
重脚踩住，蹬着手，重心往前，带着小臂加多弹。
OK。
Can you see that? He plays easily. His ball is spinny and very fast. Be water, my friend. Yin Pai, and Yin Pai. Don't brush. You can do that. I will teach you the best Chinese technique to improve your table tennis. How to remember Yin Pai before hitting the ball. As I coach young players, and sometimes they just forget the Yin Pai steps. So they are more passive and the shots are less quality. This is my best tip for you to always remember Yin Pai before hitting the ball. If you don't want to miss the Yin Pai step, you should imagine that there is an invisible cord connected between the ball and your racket. So if you want to make the ball come in, you need to pull the ball. It is like the ball is the water, so you need to make a channel and let the water come. So to dig the channel, you need to do the weight transfer, bring back your racket and let the ball come into this channel or this invisible string. If you know this concept, you will mention that all the professional players in table tennis do Yin Pai. For example, look at the Korean player Kim Jong-un. So you should imagine that there is a string that is connected between your racket to the ball. So you need to pull the string back to make the ball coming toward your body. By doing that, you won't forget the Yin Pai. So this is another Chinese philosophy in table tennis that I want to present to you. I hope that you can improve quickly your table tennis skills. And please let me know about your progress. Email me EmRatThichVO@gmail.com. You should also share to your teammates if you find this tutorial interesting. If you want to offer me a coffee, search Pajan EmRatThich. See you next Sunday. Bye.